Welcome to another fabulous day in crypto. Lots to share with you. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest technical analysis along with the 5 things to watch out for in the Bitcoin market. Also, breaking news, Fidelity rumored to file Bitcoin spot ETF in the United States and bid for Grayscale. Bring it. And quoting Max Kaiser, FOMO increases as every Bitcoin emerges the winner. My apologies. FOMO increases as Bitcoin emerges the winner and the winner take all crypto arena. Everything not Bitcoin is going to the price of effectively zero against Bitcoin, as we've been saying for 12 years. Also, Coinbase blasts the SEC for no straight answers following the recent court order, as well as breaking news though Kwon gets 4 months in prison on his fake passport charges. We'll also be discussing crypto strategist predicts a parabolic Bitcoin move and says BTC can catch fire with a single spark. Also in today's show, after predicting a $500,000 Bitcoin price action, Fundstrat's Tom Lee applauds the BlackRock fueled recovery. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this plus so much more in today's show. And welcome everyone just tuning in. This is pod episode number 1317. I'm your host, JV, and today is Monday, June 19th, 2023. Checking out the market watch, we can see the entire crypto market back in the red after an explosive weekend. We got Bitcoin down 0.5%, trading at roughly 26,500 at the time of this live stream. Ether down 1.6%, trading just above $1,700, while XRP, BNB, Solana, and Cardano all correcting and in the red. And checking out coinmarketcap.com, the current crypto market cap is still getting close to 1.1 trillion with about 22 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, with the Bitcoin dominance still on the climb at 48.3%. I've heard a Michael Saylor prediction of an 80% Bitcoin dom. Bring it. And the ETH dominance at 19.4%. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers in the past 24 hours, Trust Wallet token leading the pack, up 6.5%, trading above 96 cents, followed by Flare, up 5%, trading at 1.5 cents, followed by Maker, up almost 5%, trading at $710. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers for the past week, we also have the Trust Wallet token leading the pack here, up 7%, and Maker up 4.3%, with a couple of the biggest losses, including KCS down 12%, and you've got Pepe down 5.5%. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're currently rated a 47 neutral. Yesterday a 49, last week a 47, and last month a 48 neutral. So we have been stuck in neutral for the past month. Now let's break down today's Bitcoin technical analysis. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to turn on all notifications so you get these daily notifications of my live stream so you know what's good in the crypto market. Now let's break down today's Bitcoin technical analysis and check out some of the charts. Here's what we got. And the first factor to keep your eyes out on this week, no relief for nervous Bitcoin traders. The latest weekly close for Bitcoin yielded little change over the past week at just above 26,000. Sideways is the current name of the game, which weathered a slew of potential volatility triggers over the weekend. Quoting an analyst, Crypto Tony here, I remain long while we show no signs of reversal and looking for that trend line test at 26,900 and following a flip of that. And then we could have 27,003 to note then up and away. Step by step, we move. And then we have Koala, who said a set of equal highs and equal lows. I think we'll run with equal lows before the equal highs, he argued. And he goes on, the demand areas where I'm interested in bidding for a run higher. If demand holds, then 27,000 plus. Otherwise, 23,000-ish. And for Credible Crypto, quoting him here, it would be no surprise to see us chop around between the red and green regions below for another few weeks. Any move above 28.5 and we'll have broken a key market structure level that would imply that our corrective structure has completed and we may have begun a new impulse move, he wrote. And he also shared a low time frame move below the green is okay because my high time frame bias is bullish above 20. That being said, I would only expect us to dip below green due to some short-term fundamental event-driven volatility. Let's see what the next few weeks will bring. And now for the next factor to keep your eyes out on this week in the Bitcoin market, speculators in the spotlight. That's right, in terms of the Bitcoin price and where it might fall, should downside momentum return, on-chain analysis offers a clear vision of support. Quoting Glassnode here, the recent volatility in Bitcoin price action has anchored around around the short-term hodler cost basis at $26,400. This suggests the short-term hodler cost basis remains a pivotal level in determining both the direction and momentum of the local trend. And for the next factor to watch out for is macro cools after intense week, with U.S. markets closed for Martin Luther King holiday on today, June 19th. So happy MLK Day. Macro catalysts for crypto markets wait until later in the week. And now, while not as numerous or significant as the previous week's set, these still have potential to spark some surprise volatility. Quoting Credible Crypto here, been seeing quite a few comments lately on the weakness of Bitcoin versus trade markets SPX and how this is bad for crypto. Don't mistake consolidation for weakness. Like a student who gets a good night's sleep before a major exam, the more we rest before the big day, the better we are prepared. And for the next factor to keep your eyes out on is GBTC gets a BlackRock boost. That's right. Let's go Bitcoin ETF. Bitcoin itself may be offering little inspiration, but one of its biggest investment vehicles is experiencing a resurgence in its own right. The Grayscale Bitcoin Trust has begun a fresh attempt at narrowing its heavy discount versus the Bitcoin spot price. GBTC has traded at this discount, which is in fact a negative premium since Bitcoin's all-time high in 2021 of 69,000. Since then, it has reached negative 50%. And last week's announcement of a Bitcoin spot price exchange-traded fund filing by BlackRock appeared to induce a change in mood. And of June 17th, the premium had decreased negative 36.6%. And as reported, the changes came despite arguments over the true status of the BlackRock offering, while some claiming that it would not be a spot ETF, which remain banned in the United States. That aside, GBTC's recent performance remains impressive. 36.6% is within a striking distance of a new 2023 highs for premiums, and buyers have also been making themselves known, leaving major client ARK Invest to react. ARK currently owns more than 5.3 million GBTC shares. Now for the final factor to keep your eyes on this week, market optimism sees repeated tests. That's right. Taking a look at the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, you can see how recent events have left their mark, with June 15 seeing the lowest score since mid-March. That's our first time returning to fear. While this suggests a more fearful environment that at any time since the Greed and Fear Index nonetheless remains surprisingly stable, the lows came in at 41 out of 100, barely fearful at all the subsequent recent, with all the lawsuits, Coinbase and Binance being charged by the SEC, that's not all so bad. So I think the news has, recovered, at least with the, spot Bitcoin ETF coming. And with that being shared, takes us to our next big story of the day. So we have BlackRock, we got GBTC, we also have Fidelity, a $4.5 trillion asset manager. BlackRock controls like $10.5 trillion. Well, Fidelity is almost as big. It's like halfway there. And there are now rumors of them filing a spot Bitcoin ETF in the United States. Let's freaking go. Let's break this down, and welcome to y'all just joining in on the live show. The application for the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock, for Bitcoin spot ETF has generated bullish momentum in the past second half of last week. Experts believe that the app has a strong chance of being approved, given BlackRock's strong political connections and its staggering success rate with ETF apps. Check this out. Out of 576 applications filed with the US SEC, only one application has been rejected thus far. While 575 applications have been approved, that means their success ratio is 576 to 1. And if the rumors turn out to be true, the Bitcoin price can soon receive another piece of bullish news by another financial giant. The third largest asset manager in the world, Fidelity Investments, could soon follow suit, according to rumors, and also apply for a spot Bitcoin ETF or make a bid for the troubled leading crypto asset manager, Grayscale. At least this rumor is currently circulating on crypto Twitter. While several accounts reported it, the source for the rumor appears to be ARK Public co-founder Andrew Parrish. Now, remarkably, the rumor has been spread by notable crypto influencers such as Scott Melker, Mikhail Pop, and Ash Crypto. And according to the anonymous source, Fidelity is reportedly planning a seismic move in the crypto markets. Quoting them here, update, Fidelity Digital Assets and Fidelity are about to make a seismic move in crypto via both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Sources expect Fidelity to either make a bid for Grayscale or quickly launch their own spot Bitcoin ETF. One or both are coming soon. BlackRock and Fidelity will own the crypto space in the United States, so the race for a Bitcoin spot ETF as the game theory continues in full effect. Now, remarkably, Fidelity is no stranger to the Bitcoin and crypto space. The third largest asset manager with $4.2 billion in assets under management, launched a separate crypto-focused company, Fidelity Digital Assets, back in 2018. The company offers various Bitcoin and crypto products, and amongst other things, was the first company to offer investors the option of adding crypto assets to their 401k retirement accounts. FDA also launched the Fidelity Advantage Bitcoin ETF in Canada back in December of 2021. The rumored bid for Grayscale, however, is no less interesting than the ETF app. As is well known, Grayscale's parent company, Digital Currency Group, has been in trouble for quite some time, with its finances remaining opaque. Now, Grayscale is considered DCG's cash cow, holding over 630,000 BTC in its Bitcoin Grayscale Trust. A bankruptcy of DCG and Grayscale was long considered a potentially catastrophic capitulation event late that year and early this year, but since then, things have been quiet around DCG. A rescue of Grayscale and the unwinding of the GBTC discount of currently 36.6% would be bullish for not only Bitcoin, but all of crypto. And overall, BlackRock and Fidelity's entry into the Bitcoin market can be seen as a net positive event, driving the prices and providing legitimacy to the industry. As reported, Bitcoin may be having its gold moment soon. After gold received its first spot ETF approval in the US back in 2004, the price literally exploded in the following years. So do you think that is likely to happen with these Bitcoin spot ETFs from Fidelity, BlackRock, and GBTC? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments below. And Max Kaiser responded to this breaking news. FOMO increases as Bitcoin emerges the winner in the winner-take-all crypto arena. Everything not Bitcoin is going to the price of effectively zero against Bitcoin, as we have been saying for 12 years. So there you frickin' have it. I mean, what a great time to be involved in crypto, especially considering the price today is $26,600, and that's without a spot Bitcoin ETF approval yet. So we'll see how this plays out. With that being shared, there's more breaking news of Kwon allegedly being sent to jail. But first, let's break down our next story of the day, and that's the latest with Coinbase blasting the SEC. That's right. So let's break this down. Check it out. And Coinbase, being the largest crypto exchange in the U.S., slammed the SEC for failing to answer questions asked in the U.S. Court of Appeals as part of its ongoing legal battle with the regulator. In a June 17th filed letter to the court, the lawyers for the crypto exchange accosted the SEC for continuing to dodge Coinbase's rulemaking petition, which calls on the SEC to establish a regulatory framework for digital assets. No Claire Gare, what's good? Quoting them here, when ordered by this court to address the stark inconsistency between its litigation position and its actions and statements elsewhere, the SEC still offers no straight answers and instead repeats its talking points. The letter was in response to the SEC's June 13th submission, requesting an additional 120 days to reply to the Coinbase rulemaking petition. Coinbase slammed the SEC and said they're reluctant to inform the court of updates on its decision, saying it bristles even at being ordered to update the court on its progress. The firm claimed the impact of the SEC's silence, the lengthy delays, and its enforcement actions continue to weigh on the crypto industry, and SEC chairman Gary Gensler continues to charge well down the path of irreparably damaging the U.S. public company and the entire industry. And on June 17th, Coinbase's chief legal officer said in a series of tweets, it's unusual for the government to defy a direct question from a federal court. Makes a great point. Now, he also said he's hoping for the court to grant a writ mandamus, a court order of a government official ordering them to fulfill their official duties under law. Given that the SEC knocked back the Coinbase petition, Coinbase is also submitting that the court instead set a deadline of 60 days or less starting from June 13th, the date of the SEC's request. And in a separate case, the SEC sued Coinbase on June 6th, alleging the trading platform broke various security rules, most notably for purportedly offering cryptos that the regulator considers being unregistered securities. I think there were roughly 13 of them as a result. How do you think this lawsuit will likely play out for Coinbase versus the SEC? Let me know in the comments right down below. And now let's break down Kwon being sentenced to 4 years in prison, followed by a parabolic move on the cusp, followed by Tom Lee's $500,000 Bitcoin price prediction and his latest analysis as per his latest report. And then we'll dive into some live Q&A. And happy birthday to the birthday homies in the chat. I know we have a few. Michael Volkman, it's your birthday today. I know Jeff, it's your birthday today. So make sure to wish them a happy birthday in the live chat. All right, now let's discuss discuss the latest with Do Kwon. Terraform Labs founder Do Kwon has been found guilty of using false passport by a court in Montenegro and has been sentenced to 4 months in prison. That's, 120 days. Kwon's colleague and former Terraform Labs chief financial officer was charged alongside him and received the same sentence. The time both men spent in detention will be taken into account. And also, they said in a statement on the website, Kwon was charged with attempting to leave the country using a false Costa Rican passport. He reportedly told the court that he wasn't aware that the passport he was traveling with was allegedly forged. And instead pinned the blame on a Chinese name agency. Sure thing, Do Kwon. And according to a June 17th report from the South Korean news outlet, Kwon told the Montenegro Basic Court he received his allegedly forged passports and travel docs, including a Costa Rican passport, through third-party agencies. Tell it to the judge. Obviously didn't work, right? According to Kwon, because he had been traveling with his Costa Rican passport for years, he had no reason to doubt its authenticity. That means he was traveling with a forged passport for several years. That doesn't make it not illegal, dog. And in addition to denying the forgery of travel documents, Kwon denied allegations he made about any financial donations to Montenegro's former finance minister, the now leader of the Europe Now Party. Things continue to get more and more interesting. And with that being shared, fam, now let's discuss a potential parabolic move on Bitcoin on the cusp right now, followed by Tom Lee's $500,000 Bitcoin price prediction. Here we go. Wiley followed analyst believes Bitcoin's latest correction is setting up for the crypto king, a parabolic surge. Synonymous analyst Credible Crypto tells his followers that Bitcoin's retracement from above 30,000 is part of the parcel of an uptrend that can push the Bitcoin price to fresh yearly highs. Full send. The crypto strategist predicts a steep climb for Bitcoin, one that erases months of consolidation in just a matter of days. I call it the God candle. Quoting him here, consolidation precedes expansion. Our latest corrective structure lasted 48 days and was erased with just 4 days of impulsive price action. Facts, as he outlines in this chart. And he also shares that our current corrective structure is 83 days long so far. When we begin the next impulsive move, we probably erase 3 months of corrective price action within a week or so. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the analyst. And looking at the amount of Bitcoin held by the long-term hodlers or investors who have not moved their Bitcoin troves for over a year, according to the analyst, the long-term hodlers have been steadily adding to their stacks despite a multitude of cataclysmic news stories over the past year. Yeah, Credible highlights that the dwindling available Bitcoin supply is setting up Bitcoin for a massive burst to the upside. Quoting him here, 70% of all the Bitcoin in existence is being hodled and has not been sold for over a year. That number has only increased through the Three Arrows Capital, the FTX collapse, and recent actions against Coinbase and Binance from the SEC. There's less excess supply available than there has ever been in the history of Bitcoin's existence. What does this mean? The situation with Bitcoin right now is like a kerosene-soaked rag in the middle of a forest filled with dead trees, and all it will take is a single spark of demand, and that could be in the form of a number of positive fundamental catalysts. The reason behind the spark doesn't matter, to set that rag on fire. And once that rag is on fire, the move up will start slowly at first, then all at once, just as a forest fire starts from a single spark and soon becomes an uncontrollable blaze, obliterating anything and anyone in its way. There you have it. Very bold words coming from Credible Crypto. Do you agree or disagree with the analyst? Let me know in the comments right down below. And now for the latest from Tom Lee of Fundstrat, who recently shared a very bullish $500,000 Bitcoin price prediction. In fact, it was roughly a month ago he made this lengthy thread on May 12th, and it's a presentation, and as he shares here, thought I share some from my presentation of 43 slides, and he writes this alongside this chart: every crisis becomes opportunity. Bitcoin cycle lows to the next high. If patterns after 2019, this implies a $250,000 to $500,000 Bitcoin price, which is viewed by Cathie Wood as well as billionaire venture capitalist Tim Draper. And here's the chart right here, and it shows you what if. You know what I mean? History rhymes or repeats, and we have something similar to the 2019 price action that could take us on up from today's price of $26,000 to $250,000 to $500,000, which is roughly a 20x from here. roughly 10 to 20x. Yeah, so that's a pretty big deal. And shout out to Tom Lee and his brother Bobby Lee. I've interviewed Bobby Lee here on the channel before. So yeah, in Tom's latest tweet, he said he applauded a good day for Bitcoin and digital assets. However, it may be worth noting that he has a history of being a permeable of the crypto market, and I don't blame him. His latest market recovery, prompted by BlackRock app for a spot Bitcoin ETF, pushed Bitcoin to 26.3, recovering 3.5% in 24 hours. The shares of MicroStrategy are up by more than 5% as well, and the discount on the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust has been narrowed, adding to the positive sentiments as I covered here in the crypto market. So yeah, in a series of tweets back in May, Thomas Lee made reference to Fundstrat's crypto presentation. If you want to check out that presentation in full, check the show notes below the video in the description. I'll include his tweet. He suggested Bitcoin's lows could lead to a surge between 250 to 500,000, and also views echoed by Kathy Wood and Tim Draper, who I commonly cover here on the show. His tweets emphasize the correlation between the performance of Bitcoin as well as the equity markets, underlying that cryptocurrencies tend to thrive when traditional markets like the S&P 500 are robust. Lee also pointed out the potential stumbling blocks for the crypto market in the U.S., alluding to Operation Choke Point 2.0 as prospective headwind. And regardless of these challenges, and despite his track record of incorrect prediction, Lee's bullish stance remains undeterred. So there you have it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the one and only Tom Lee. And I'm going to read you a few more from this thread here. He also wrote that foremost equity markets need to rise as Bitcoin and crypto are risk-on assets. The best years when the SPY up strong, and a 50% chance of rise if equities are down. And he also says an obvious risk on the QQQ correlation at 92%. He wrote for the FS Insight, and he also mentions Operation Choke Point 2.0 headwind for crypto in the USA, and writes a list of selected actions compiled by Tireless. And so, yeah, really good insights. Crypto missed an opportunity to create applications and services, enhancing work from home, but crypto investors made money anyways. This is a very thorough report. I highly encourage you all to check it out. Good insights, to say the least. So shout out again to Thomas Lee of Fundstrat. And hey, welcome to y'all. Now let's dive into my favorite segment of the live show, which is the live Q&A. Good to see the crypto fam in the building today. Massive shout out to everyone joining us. Merc Bring Facts, Bitcoin Maximus, Juan Romero, Merc 30, J-Dub the Laker. Good to see you, Steve Kingston. Mikey Likes It. What's poppin'? Michael Volkman, once again, happy birthday, fam. Jeff, happy birthday. Show them some birthday wishes in the comments right down below. Savage NFT, what's poppin', my brother? Bitcoin Trini, Bitcoin Maximus, Boomer, Futurist, what's up? Steve Kingston in the building, Bring Facts. Good to see a lot of the crypto fam and the OGs. Good to see you. Yeah, so let's start at the very top. Savvy Bitcoiner says, attention BlackRock and attention Fidelity. My Bitcoin is not for sale. Preach and tell them. You know what I mean? There is a very limited, obviously, supply of Bitcoin on the exchanges. We all know there is a finite limited supply of 21 million of Bitcoin that can ever be in existence. And these asset managers absolutely want your Bitcoin. They're the largest asset managers in the world. So just hold on and hodl and be happy that you front run these major institutions, because you did at the end of the day, if you've been watching this show, if you know what I mean. Steve Kingston, appreciate you tuning in, fam. He says, sorry I missed the weekend shows live. Life gets busy sometimes. I did listen to the broadcast as always. Excellent show as usual. And I read your comment on yesterday's episode, and I just want to say I greatly appreciate the insights and the love and the support. Much love and much respect. Short squeeze coming soon, asked Steve Kingston. We shall soon see. I believe that is a distinct possibility, says Volkman. Steve says, hope you had a good Father's Day. That's right. How was everyone's Father's Day? Hope y'all enjoyed. I definitely did enjoy my day. I'm thinking that the BlackRock ETF was a very high likelihood of going through. The unknown is how soon, says Steve Kingston. I mean, with a track record of 576 to 1, that's pretty damn good odds of it getting accepted and cutting the line of all of the other Bitcoin ETFs, which have been denied all of these applications from ARK Invest and the likes. You know what I mean? Kind of weird that BlackRock chose Coinbase as their custodian. They probably know something we don't know, obviously. You know what I mean? Good morning to you as well. And for all the crew just joining in here today, there is a side of me that says BlackRock already owns the SEC. More than likely, it seems they own all the big corporations and things in the world, so it wouldn't shock me whatsoever. Could it be BlackRock is trying to get the Bitcoin spot ETF just before Gary Gensler's no Claire Bear steps down as the chair of the SEC? We shall see. We also got to note that the Bitcoin halving is only 10 months out. Do you think this is all coincidence? I think not. Greetings. If the crypto market overall or a digital asset is solving a problem, it's going to drive some value, says Evan Rivero. Pure Vita family, appreciate you tuning in here. Thanks for sharing. Jeff, this is the completion of my 74th year around the sun. 74 years young today, Michael Volkman. That's actually a good omen, as 7 and 4 is 11, which is my favorite number, 11. So again, happy birthday, fam. Everyone wish him a happy birthday. And this is pod episode number 1317. That's right. Many, many, many blessings. Smash that like button thingy. Reminds us, Steve, thank you. It's the biggest compliment you can do to help support the channel. Smash the like, hit the bell icon, and turn on all notifications. That way you get notified when I go live. And as a heads up, this week I'm going to be going live at different times because according to the YouTube analytics, it shows you at what time is most ideal, meaning most of the people are actually going to attend. So Monday it said 1 p.m. Eastern, so I'm live today at 1 p.m. Eastern. Later on in the week, it's going to be different times. I actually think I got a chart here. I can actually tell you in advance. I took a screenshot. It says on Tuesday to go live at 3 p.m., Wednesday at 3 p.m., Thursday 3 p.m., Friday 1 p.m., and Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern noon. So just note, I'm going to test that out this week. So this week we'll be going live a little later than typical, you know what I mean? And we'll see how that goes if we get a lot more viewers to the show. Steve says the Bitcoin price has flashed all over the place on the 15-minute chart and expect continued volatility. Jeff says I turned 61 today. I guess is better than the alternative. Heck yeah. So happy 61st birthday. That's a pretty big deal. Everyone wish Jeff and Michael happy birthday in the comments. I find that it works better if you take care of yourself 100%. For my birthday, I want Bitcoin to pump to $40,000. That would be the gift that keeps on giving, because not only would it be a gift for you, it'd be a gift for all Bitcoiners around the world. You know what I mean? And yes, the Bitcoin dominance is on the climb and continues climbing. On CoinMarketCap right now, it's 48.3%, which is the highest we have seen this in a very, very long time. You know what I mean? Any day we wake up and find no one is throwing dirt on us is a good day. 100% fam. Jeff, that would be okay, but I'd also be happy if it dropped to 25. Either way, I'll just keep converting US dollars to BTC. That's the name of the game. Glad you got that all figured out. Keep stacking them sats and dollar cost average. Word up. Yeah, good morning, stackers. Good morning, Coin Father. It's good to see you, fam. What's new? Hi, JV and Crypto News Alerts, fam. How's everyone doing? Maximus, always a pleasure. Good to see you in the building. He says BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale, the institutional FOMO has just started. That's what's up. We're just getting started. Coin Father, what great about American history? We're entering everything last minute and then tend to excel. USA will enter Bitcoin at the end and excel above all. You already know, as the game theory continues in full effect. An example of game theory is all of these spot Bitcoin ETF apps being, sent to the SEC around the same time because no one wants to miss out. They all want this first mover's advantage. You know what I mean? All good, JV. Thanks, my mate. All good, fam. Appreciate you. Much love. How's the advisor doing today? I am doing well. Appreciate you asking, Steve. Adam, too, good morning and welcome. Punt for today's show. Appreciate you. Steve, of course, credit has to go to Michael Saylor, the one and only fearless leader. I did my due diligence on Panama 12 years ago. Came to the conclusion that I was better off in Arizona. Panama was close, though. Good to note. Panama is a beautiful place. I spent some time in Panama City. Also had a friend robbed at gunpoint in Panama, so take that for what it's worth. That could happen anywhere, though. That could happen in San Francisco, Chicago, New York, you name it. You know what I mean? But fortunately, she was okay. She was robbed. They took her money, her purse, but they didn't shoot her, thank God. Mikey likes it, says, morning, Crypto News Alerts fam. Good morning, Mikey likes it. Solman, what's up? What's poppin'? Good to see you as well. Kingston, it's all gravy today. Grilling out, alone since my wife and the boys are in Japan for the summer. What in the world? So is your wife from Japan? Are you from Japan? What's the connection to Japan to be there all summer? Good stuff, though, man. 2023, normal move. 2024, big. 2025 will be the biggest. You already know, because 2024 is the halving and it's the year preceding the halving. Typically, when the market goes parabolic, bring facts, give the link or give the like some love. Thank you, facts. Appreciate that. Happy Monday, everyone, from Johnny Midas. Nathan Roth, good morning to you as well. Steve says 58% maybe Bitcoin dominance. Don't see 80%. Well, that's what Saylor is saying. Expect the Bitcoin dominance to continue to climb this cycle. We shall soon see. If that did happen, that would obviously be massive for Bitcoin as they overtake the dominant market share, because just with a 51% market dominance, that's a 51% attack on the altcoin market, if you know what I mean. If it dips, I will buy more, says Greedy Savvy 1. That's what's up. That was a message to single ladies with 10s in the friend zone. Hilarious. Y'all haven't smashed the, you already know, top 10 coins times 10. And we also had Michael Saylor recently came out and he said expect Bitcoin to 10x and then to 10x again. 10x times 10x is 100x. Just saying. Yeah, I mean, what are we talking about there? A $2.6 million Bitcoin price. Send it. I'm still in fear phase until the executive leadership of the U.S. changes out. 2024. That's right. Audit the SEC, audit No Claire Gare as well. David Jr., welcome, says buy Cardano. Welcome new members, Crypto News Alerts live every day. ADA is a great buy for a swing trade, says Coinfather. I added some for the swing. Word up. Crypto Grady, good morning and welcome. Appreciate you tuning in, supporting the movement. Satwise, what's up? Says happy birthday to Volkman and love JV and the Crypto News Alerts fam. Much love to the entire fam. And yes, many birthday wishes. Keep them coming. 500,000. Let's begin with 50. You're right. Let's get to 50,000 first. And then we 10x, and then all of a sudden, boom, $500,000 Bitcoin price. What's going on? Happy birthday to many of y'all, and happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Have to reload on my INJ bag for another pump and dump, says Steve Kingston. Ilya says it's Juneteenth holiday. Actually, JB, what's Juneteenth? What does that even mean? Is this a new holiday? I feel so in the dark here. All of these holidays, I can't keep up. I thought it was Martin Luther King Day or something like that. Volkman and I are both having a birthday today, special day on Crypto News Alerts. You already know. It's also, yes, many birthdays. I love it. Merc30, let's go. I made it. It's been a while. Appreciate you tuning in live, Merc30. Smoking a baddie, chilling with y'all and building a privacy fence to get some outdoor growing going. Word up. Do what you got to do. Keep stacking them stats. Lots of birthday wishes. I love it. Appreciate all the support. Fidelity and BlackRock shoot out for Bitcoin. You already know, and the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust as well. Institutional FOMO has just got started. You already know. It's institutional game theory in full effect. BlackRock putting pressure, that's right, on No Claire Bear, Gary Gensler. You already know. Makes me feel good about my Fidelity Roth $400,000. Word up, Nathan. I don't have 401k, but I have more than 401,000 sats. That's a fact. Heck yeah, me too. Word. J-Dub the Laker, what's good, fam? Just finished boxing class. That's what's up. How long you been doing boxing classes for? And what's your weight class? Let me know. Curious. Ready for a third quarter bull run, says Boomer Futurist. Me too. Can't wait. Send it and let's go. J-Dub, happy Saturday on Ask Stack and Sats. Hey, I'm in the building. Happy Monday, guys. Savage NFT. Good to see you, fam. It's been a minute. Good to see you in the building. Appreciate the birthday wishes for the birthday crew. Nico says, do you think we can expect a $500,000 Bitcoin in the upcoming bull run? It's a possibility. Do I feel it's likely? No. I'd give it a 20% probability, just thinking out loud here. I think we're most likely to return to six figures next year in 2024, the year of the halving. Then I think in 2025, we hit the cycle peak high, which I think will probably be somewhere between $200,000 to $300,000. Does that mean we can't hit 400,000, 500,000, 600,000? Absolutely not. Anything could happen. I mean, Balaji, the former CTO of Coinbase, came out earlier in this year, and he said due to the chaos of the banking institutions and the bank runs that we can likely hit $1 million within 90 days. I think, obviously, that bet was a little premature, and he even said it himself. He did it to create awareness around the industry and around Bitcoin. But with that being shared, you got to keep in mind there is a finite limited supply, and there is no other money with the built-in scarcity that is decentralized like Bitcoin. It's uncorruptible, it's unconfiscatable, and for those two reasons alone, you know what I mean, is all the reason we're going to continue to pump Also consider it's a superior store of value than gold, meaning it has all the pros without all the cons that come along with owning gold. And if Bitcoin overtook the gold market cap of roughly $10 trillion, that alone can send the Bitcoin price to multiple six figures, and that's why the Winklevoss twins made the case for a $500,000 Bitcoin price. We also had ARK Invest of Cathie Wood saying that her bear case scenario is $600,000 Bitcoin price, with her bullish case $1.48 million per Bitcoin, and in the middle, that's roughly $1 million. But you guys let me know when you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to reach that $500,000 mark. If I was to guess, I'd say sometime between 2028 and 2030, and that's just based upon, my math in my head there. So take it for what it's worth with a grain of salt. Between Jeff S. and Michael Volkman, that makes over 130 years of combined wisdom. Yikes. You add Coinfather and me, and you can double that. The young guys are way ahead of the game. Word up. Nico, my projection is the fourth halving 2024 bull run between 125 and 175,000, and in 2028, the following halving, 300 to 500,000, and by 3032, $1 million Bitcoin price. Love it, Coinfather, and cannot wait. That's how I know I'm in the right place. Young and old minds, both brilliant, coming to the same hard money realization. That's the beauty about Bitcoin. Doesn't matter your age. You can be 9 years old, like my daughter, or you can be 76 years old and just as ecstatic about, BTC. And I love it because it brings the people together. Don't matter where you're located. You know what I mean? And I truly believe that I could relate and connect to Bitcoiners more so than any other type of people in the world, because we speak the same language. We have the same morals. We have the same principles. You know what I mean? So if I had the option to choose some friends, Bitcoiners. That's why I cannot wait to allow $100,000 Bitcoin party. That means when the Bitcoin price finally surpasses that six-figure mark, we're going to celebrate out here in Puerto Rico, and we're going to have a great time. All get to meet each other and make a lot of new friends because we're going to need them. It's hard to relate to non-Bitcoiners nowadays. Just saying. Does anyone feel that same way? Like trying to connect to someone who is not a Bitcoiner? It's very difficult if you're to ask me. 12,000 coming, says Clay Bomb. I sure hope not. Are you saying that the current bottom for this cycle is not in? I think we hit 15,700. What was that? The fourth quarter of last year. But I feel the bottom is already in. I'm more optimistic about the future price action. Don't feel bad, brother. I don't know what Juneteenth is either. Oh, thank you, Mikey. I'm not alone. What's your average live viewing count, says Mark G? I'm not sure. I guess it all depends upon the day. Today, it seems we got around 200 live viewers, which is not too shabby. During the last bull market, I think it was like in 2021 when we hit those all-time highs, we were getting 500 plus people on the show, which was always pretty cool. I think we'll get back up there. JV, I've been boxing for about 9 months, still at the light heavyweight, but middleweight is my goal of about 185. UFC weight, word up. That's what's up, man. Much love and much respect to you. I'm a big fan of boxing and martial arts as a whole. Keep an eye on the BlackRock buying up miners. Thank you for the heads up, Chris Prescott. Preach JV, says J-Dub. Definitely relate. Big feat with JV in Puerto Rico, $100,000. Let's freaking go. Satwise Jenks, I remember that fourth is because May the 4th be with you, but Juneteenth, I need to Google it. Satwise says, JV, maybe consider a poll to see how many boomers, Gen X and millennials and Gen Z you have in the audience. I already know the majority of my audience that watches is in the same age group as me because it tells you on your YouTube analytics. So I am 40 years old. So most of my audience is between 35 to 45. That doesn't mean there's not 18-year-olds and 80-year-olds watching, but the majority of the listeners are between 35 and 45 years old. You tend to attract what you are. I've noticed that as well. You know what I mean? When I was younger doing YouTube videos, I attracted a younger audience, but it is what it is. Come on, fam. Smash that like. Thank you, Jeff S. I greatly appreciate that. Inspector Ape says exactly. Juneteenth is for people that don't have fathers that show up. Question mark. Is that true? I have no clue. As soon as Fidelity add logs to the fire, 31,000 will be in play instantaneously, says Ilya. I hope you're right. It's a revolution. Bitcoin is a revolution. Bitcoin is God hacking humanity, as Max Kaiser once said. 45 young fam. That's what's up. Juneteenth is a day that commemorates the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. Good to note. Okay, I never learned that in school. Good to note, Scooter. Thank you. I should know that, as my daughter is mixed. I'm Italian. Her mother is Haitian, so she's half Italian, half Haitian. Mark Zeller says JV should go to the El Salvador happening party next year. I should. I didn't know they were having a happening party, but I should have known better. I need to get more info there because I would love to join y'all. Which miner is BlackRock buying now? Great question. 47, I feel 35, says Merc 30. That's what's up. Satwise is 55. Steve is 60 next month. 40 is Greedy Savvy 1. Ilya is 50. Inspector Ape is 36. So I am 40. It seems we're in the ballpark. We have all different ages here joining us. You got to love that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Meeting, did YouTube telling you to go live at 1 p.m. help today? I think it has helped a little, Mark. I would have typically went live today on a Monday at 12, but I did it at 1, and we do seem to have a lot of people in the live chat still. There's 186 people on, according to my phone right now. So I think the YouTube analytics obviously knows what's up. They have all the knowledge of the world. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm trying to obviously get more viewers to my show to help spread this word of Bitcoin to the masses. Yeah, read the BlackRock ETF. It directly talks about forks. Don't feel bad, brother. I don't know what that is either. What's your average viewing count? Try to rob me. You'll just be practicing. Also, did you realize that Larry Fink is on board with the World Economic Forum, who hates crypto and want to control it? Yes, I am well aware of that. Larry Fink is the CEO of BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, and all the largest companies are doing business, it seems, with the World Economic Forum. So I don't trust them as far as I can throw them at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Coinfather says, JV, my wife is from Japan. I was going to, but instead going to Pacific Bitcoin 2023 in October party in Cali with J-Dub. That's what's up. Love to see y'all connecting with one another, J-Dub and Coinfather. That's what's up. Let me know how that event goes, and hopefully your fam has a great time in Japan. BlackRock and Fidelity are in luck. My Bitcoin is for sale. $10 million for 0.1 BTC. Take it or get the frick out of here. Love it. Make them an offer they can't refuse. Why not? LFC Liverpool Film Club. What's good, Tony Jeffries? Good to see you today. Appreciate it. Simply Bitcoin is on at every day at 1, and they have a lively live chat we can siphon from when you go live at different times. Appreciate the insights there, stat-wise. We'll get it figured out. Hopefully BlackRock ETF gets approved. What are your thoughts? How many of you feel the BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF will get approved here in the United States? Let me know yay or nay in the comments below. So if BlackRock tries to take Bitcoin to proof of stake, how is that going to go? No one's going to take Bitcoin to proof of stake. It doesn't work that way. Bitcoin is forever going to be proof of work because there's a consensus. It would mean everyone running a node would have to want to change that, not just BlackRock themselves. So thank God BlackRock isn't going to have any say in that. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter when you go live. I listen anyway, says Crypto Grady. That's because you're a diehard fan. Shout out to all the diehards out there. Happy birthday, love from Liverpool. BlackRock owns many of the world retirements. They own they even own like the company Pfizer. You know what I mean? A company worth insane billions of dollars. They own virtually everything. It's insanity. Juan Romero says, happy Father's Day, JV. Thank you. Appreciate that. And happy Father's Day, belated Father's Day to everyone out there as well with children. Buy that Deep Bitcoin King for crypto, the only one you need to have. I feel that same way, fam. It is what it is. Bullish, says Vaultina. That's what's up. When I see the price that you pay, I don't want to grow up. Don't ever want to be the way. Don't want to grow up. Word. Exactly. None of us want to grow up. BlackRock will be approved and launched by Q3 2023, predicts Coinfather. I am 63, says Tony Jeffries, but I run and rollerblade all over Liverpool. That's how you stay young. You got to stay active. I play basketball. It keeps me young. Yeah, BlackRock ETF first, Fidelity, and then Vanguard or Wells Fargo third, predicts Ilya. Yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Planning ahead, the 3 p.m. works great for me during the week, says Steve. Glad to hear that. Heading to Costa Rica in April if any fam is from down that way. Good to note as well, Statwise Jenks. Good to note. I know on Wednesday, because I pick up my daughter, let me actually relook at the schedule because Wednesday is a challenge. So instead of 3 p.m. on Wednesday, I'll probably do it earlier, like 12. unless something changes. But I know for sure tomorrow I'm going to test out 3 p.m. because I don't typically ever go live at 3 p.m. And we're going to see how that goes. Wednesday, I'll probably do the normal time. Then Thursday, we're going to try 3 p.m. again. And then Friday, it's going to be 1 p.m. And then Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern noon. And we're going to do it for a week and see how it works. If for some reason it doesn't attract more viewers, we'll go back to the regular schedule of around 12 p.m. Eastern noon every day. But if it attracts a lot more viewers, we're going to stick with it because it's all about getting more views and spreading the word of Bitcoin at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. We'll see with these ETFs, which ones are likely to get approved first. I think chances are BlackRock gets approved just based upon their track record of 576 to 1. You know what I mean? Congrats, chat. You're early still. If you buy now, you already know. Just keep stacking because the time to stack cheap will run out sooner than you think. Facts, Maximus, you already know. 4-hour difference on the West Coast. That's right, Jeff S. I appreciate that reminder, so you got to keep that in mind. West Coast, 4-hour difference. Later, bless up, appreciate that. And with that being shared, fam, now for a recap of what I covered with you here in today's show. I broke down the latest technical analysis and the 5 things to watch out for in the Bitcoin market this week. We also discussed breaking news that Fidelity is rumored to file the next Bitcoin spot ETF in the United States and bid for Grayscale, the GBTC. Also quoted Max, FOMO increases as Bitcoin emerges the winner in the winner-take-all crypto arena. Everything not Bitcoin is going to the price of effectively zero against Bitcoin, as we have been saying for 12 years. Also shared breaking news. Coinbase blasts the SEC for no straight answer following the court order. We also discussed Kwon getting sentenced to 4 months in prison due to his fake passport charges. We also discussed crypto strategist Credible Crypto predicts a parabolic Bitcoin move and says BTC can catch wildfire with a single spark. That's right. We also discussed Thomas Lee after predicting $500,000. He also applauds BlackRock's fueled recovery. And where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you all tomorrow.